Is there good news when it comes to MultiversX? Well, I think so actually, and let me explain why. Because not too long ago, MultiversX, they posted on X and they said that they're proud to join the DREC Alliance. Now, what is that, right? That's an initiative that is spearheaded by some of the most famous projects out there, in my opinion, like for instance, Cardano, Ripple, Algorand, and Hedera. So let's just let that sink in. MultiversX, again, joining the DREC Alliance. When it comes to MultiversX, they're doing something. Now, people like to say, oh man, when it comes to MultiversX, they're not really doing anything. Well, I think this kind of showcases that they're at least doing something. The price of EGLD, not really doing the best, along with a bunch of other altcoins though. But I'm just saying, that doesn't mean that MultiversX isn't doing anything, because as a project, I still think it's heading in the right direction fundamentally. In terms of the price, that's a different case, because when it comes to altcoins, not doing the best as of right now. But then at the same time, I don't think the project is doing bad fundamentally. And now I get it, when it comes to MultiversX, people like to say, oh man, we don't really need another blockchain and all this type of stuff. A distributed blockchain network, who cares? Well, I care, and I think MultiversX actually is pretty impressive to me because, first of all, it's fully carbon neutral allegedly, and I think that's really good because, a lot of enterprises out there I see, sometimes they do want to look for projects that could be viewed as, to a certain extent, environmentally friendly or even just environmentally friendly overall. Could this be a benefit maybe to the future of MultiversX? I don't see why not. And also, when it comes to MultiversX allegedly, there's integrations and tools from leading companies from around the globe, such as Google Cloud, Ledger, we take a look at Amazon Web Services, and even Axelar. Now, Axelar is another project that I'm kind of excited for moving forward. And again, but even besides that, I think this is very impressive. And also, I think a unique aspect when it comes to MultiversX is sovereign chains, which basically kind of allows to build and deploy custom layer 2s or app chains. These includes Ethereum layer 2s, Bitcoin layer 2s, and even Solana layer 2s. So I think, again, that is very impressive overall. If, let's say, EGLD were to go to the price of $200, that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, even though nothing I say is financial advice. But that's around a 14x from here. Market cap, considering current circulating supply, would be around $5.7 billion. BNB, keep in mind, exceeded that market cap by around 20 times back in 2021. And look, I'm not necessarily saying that EGLD is going to be better than BNB in terms of the fan base, but then at the same time, that was like years ago, right? Right now, if let's say, we take into consideration how there is over 600 million crypto owners, allegedly, and back in the peak of the 2021 bull run around 300 million, and also if we take a look at the hype surrounding the Bitcoin ETF, the Ethereum ETF, I would arguably say that the factors currently look way more bullish than back then. So is this too much to ask for? Again, around 5.7 billion if we do ever see a fully fledged type of hypothetical altcoin season? That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Dogecoin reached over 80 billion back in 2021. So this is just kind of my mentality. But regardless of that, I can only stay patient, that's it. Because whenever the market wants to wake up, that is beyond my control. But at least I can take a look back in history. Historically speaking, altcoins as a worst case scenario, usually they peak around 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. So the last Bitcoin halving event happened in April of last year. We had a year and a half on top of that, around October this year. We're not in October yet. So even if we, let's say, had better market conditions, as a worst case scenario, historically speaking, are we supposed to see altcoins peak as a worst case, again, scenario as of right now anyways? Probably not based off that example. So why would I be worried? This is just my perspective. But again, whenever that happens, maybe later, let's say, who knows, early 2026 or whatever the case may be, if it ever does, I just want to stay patient, hold, and I just wait. That's it, because quite frankly, that is the only thing that is within my control. But in the meantime, I do want to pay attention to updates. And again, that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I can control. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I would greatly appreciate it. It's Mali the Captain. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.